Very good afternoon, one and again. Today, in this lecture, model number 3, lecture number 12, part 2. Previous lecture, we defined what is meant by modeling and the transfer functions. Then mathematical modeling, what is the need of the modeling, all these things. Today, we will start mathematical modeling. The mathematical modeling can be represented in three terms. First one is the differential equation, then second transfer function, and third one is the state space model. So in this lecture we define first two, and this state space model will be defined at the end of the chapter. So now consider a electrical system, RLC, electrical circuit. So that is, see here, this is R, this is inductor, then capacitor, which is denoted by letter C, and voltage across the capacitor, which is the output voltage measure across this capacitor, that is V0, and input voltage, that is Vin, which is measured across this RA, R and your L component. So I is a current flowing through the capacitor. So we can write down the input voltage is equal to, in terms of these three parameters, Vi equal to R into I plus L into Di into dt plus V0. So voltage across this capacitor equal to V0 because it is connected in parallel. So the voltage across is same as it is. So we write down this current in terms of the capacitor. So we can I equal to C is equal to dV0 upon dt. So we can put this value, I value, into corresponding equation. So Vi equal to R into C dV0 by dt plus L equal to d square V0, LC is equal to d square V0 upon dt square V0 as it is. Okay, we can put the current value in terms of the capacitor. So we I equal to C is equal to dV0 by dt. So we can take the common LC. So we can write, we take LC as a common from this equation. So 1 upon LC, Vi equal to R upon L dV0 by dt plus d square upon V0 upon dt square V0 divided by LC. So this is, we can take LC common from this equation. So we can say that this is a differential equation. So this is a differential equation of above circuit. This is a differential equation of an above circuit. Now we can take Laplace transform for this equation. So Laplace transform for this differential equation. So we can write down 1 upon LC equal to V of S into R upon L equal to s into v0 into s plus s square v0 into s plus 1 upon LC into v0 s. Now this is a multiplier, so we can write down 1 upon LC. We take v0 common from this equation, so vi upon s is equal to v0 of s is common, so r of s into L plus s square plus 1 upon LC. So we can write down in transfer function, which is output divided by input. So transfer function, that is v0 upon Laplace transfer output divided by Laplace transfer input. So we can write down 1 upon LC divided by RS divided by L s square divided by 1 upon LC. So this is an equation, transfer equation for the given circuit, which is a transfer function model. We can say that this is a transfer function model. Now in mechanical system, the mechanical system based on the type of the motion of the mechanical system. So the classification of the mechanical system based on the type of motion in mechanical system. Okay. So they are classified into two types, basically are classified into two types. First one is a translation mechanical system, where the object will be moved along a straight line, and second one is a rotational mechanical system, in which the object mass will be moved around the axis, that is called as a rotational mechanical system. So before going to this analyze this system in control parameter, we define some basic terms which is to be used, which is to be very important. So list of the symbols which is to be used in translation as well as in rotational system. So first one is a x. So x is a nothing but the displacement that is to be measured in meter. Okay, that is denoted by small letter m. Then velocity. The velocity in translation motion, which is given by equation differential equation dx by dt. So which is measure velocity which is in meter per second or meter per second. So that is to be measured in translation motion. Then acceleration, rate of change of velocity. So that is dv by dt. Also we can write down dx square into dt square, that is the unit for this acceleration which is to be measured meter second square. Okay, meter second square. Now we also define the force in translation motion, that is F is equal to applied force which is to be measured in Newton, that is greater by capital N. Then opposite force in translation motion, that is denoted by Fm. Opposite force which is to be measured also in Newton by mass, which is represented by mass. So M stand for the mass, which is produced by the mass. Now we also go some basic terms which is very important in translation motion, that is Fb. Fb is the opposing force by elasticity. Opposing force by elasticity. Then we can also write Fb is opposing force. This term is very important when we are dealing with the mechanical system in two terms, translation as well as the rotational. Opposing force by the friction. So the translation motion will be in the terms of linear displacement by the, it may be elasticity or may be due to the friction. So here we can say M is a spring, that is to be K. This is a spring which is a mass M, that is K. Then we can the friction, that is denoted by B. In symbolically we can like this, that is the friction will be denoted like this. Then theta, we define the angular displacement. So these are the terms above are related to the translation motion. Now we are going to the rotational motion, which is a moving mechanical system moving around an axis. So what are the terms, basic terms which is related to the angular displacement, that is denoted by theta, which is measured in radian. Okay. Then angular velocity d theta by dt, rate of change of angular displacement, that is nothing but the angular velocity, that is measured by unit radian per second square, radian second. Then angular acceleration d square by dt square, d square theta by dt square, that is angular acceleration radian per second square. Okay, radian per second square. Then M is stand for mass, which is to be measured in kg. Then K is your, we can say that stiffness of a spring, which is to be measured in Newton meter. Then J, which is equal to moment of inertia, that is to be measured kg meter square radian, that is to be measured kg meter square per radian. Then now we also define the basic terms, that is rotational friction. D stands for rotational friction coefficient, that is Newton meter radian second, that is unit. Now we also define the stiffness constant for the spring. Stiffness of a spring, the unit, that is Newton meter per radian. These are some basic terms which is very important in the exam point of view, which is to be when dealing with the rotational mechanical system or translation mechanical system. So this is for the total, these terms which is related to the is for the your translation mechanical system, and these terms which is to be measured are first angular displacement, linear displacement, linear velocity, linear acceleration. These are the totally related to the translation mechanical system. So we can stop here. Next lecture we are going to the detailed translation mechanical system, rotational mechanical system, where they are basic component. So we can stop here. Thank you.